What up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Man, I had to learn how to be okay with doing my own thing, not telling everybody every decision that I was going to make. Business partners, my parents, siblings, friends. Because most of the time when you're in life, you're going through different seasons of life where you're like, I just want to feel validated for my decisions, for the things that I want to do. I want to create this business account. I want to create this content channel. I want to do these things in school. I want to do this certain career. And I'm looking for certain validation from my friends to say, hey, I think that would be great for you. Hey, I think you should do that. Hey, I think that if you don't do this, then you might be missing out on something. You're looking for constant validation from other people, so you're always telling people different things. I had to learn how to be quiet with the things I wanted to do. And I think that was probably one of the best decisions I had made in my life. Because again, people are nosy. So they naturally want to know everything that you're doing anyway. They naturally want to know the successes. Probably won't even want to know the failures, just so they can feel like they're doing better than you. But when you do that, you are taking away the identity and putting that into other people, because you also got to think about how other people are projecting what their ideas are onto you. They're also projecting their fears onto you. They're also projecting the things that they wish that they could do onto you, and their opinions and their biases, right? So you got to think about when you're actually putting yourself in a position to want to be great, to want to do things, you're saying, hey, I'm giving you more power to influence the decisions that I want to do. I'm giving you more power to be able to conduct how I think my life should go. Hey, I'm giving you more power to control the things that shouldn't be controlled by you. Nothing wrong with the perspective, but you also got to think about how much is this opinion going to actually elevate the things that I want to do. If you always listen to something that someone else is going to say and they're living in fear, what do you think eventually you're going to do? Hey, Mom, I think that I want to put myself in this position where I'm doing, let's just take business, for example. I want to do business, and I want to put myself in a position where I don't have to work anymore. I'm a CEO, and I'm doing whatever I want to do. I'm creating the things that I want to create. But yet your mom doesn't see the same vision. So she says, yeah, I don't know if that's going to be good for you, because you might have a couple months where you don't have any revenue. What if you put yourself in a position where you owe something, and now, the government's trying to find you? What if, the manufacturers don't go well? What if these things just don't go well? The fears that she's projecting to you now will put you in a position to say, man, maybe she's right. It is my mom, and she probably knows more than I do. So if anything, I probably should listen to her. So I'm just not going to do the business. I'm just not going to start this clothing brand. I'm just not going to start this course. I'm just not going to do the things that I think I would be really good at. Why is that, though? First off, because you open your mouth, right? Second off, because you valued another person's opinion over what you already believed in. And second, you forgot the vision that God already gave you for you to fulfill and for you to accomplish. So now, when you hear these things, you're just like, I don't know. I think I'm just going to stick to the normal life. I'm just going to stick to what I already am doing, what already works for me. And you're putting yourself in a less than position for the goals that you have. All right? I had to learn how to be quiet. Being quiet, even in social groups, gets me farther in life, because I'm not the person seeking validation, always talking, always trying to connect with people, always trying to be the loudest person in the group. I could walk in a room, be quiet, be in a group, be quiet, not say anything, and just observe. And what you'll learn and realize is that the person that can observe the most, or more frequently than the person that's trying to crowd please, then they actually notice a lot more. They also get a lot farther in life to recognize who they should and shouldn't be interacting with. Right? You can tell, okay, like this person right here, they're acting like this because they want to feel validated. This person's acting like that because they want to feel accepted. This person looks a little sad today. I wonder what's going on with their life today. I feel like I put myself in positions at this point where I'm okay being that awkward friend. The friend that puts himself in a position where you're in the group, but you don't speak unless spoken to all the time. You know how to be quiet. You know how to just vibe. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be the person that, again, is making everyone Um, let's just say you're not the person that's being the loudest one in the room. You know, that's just not you. You put yourself in a position to be okay with being quiet, but you have to train yourself to do that. Because most of the time, people don't like silence. People don't like the awkwardness that comes with silence. They feel like they always need to fill the space. They always need to fill the void. They always need to fill the gap with noise, because you're used to doing that with music. You're used to doing that, like you're used to doing that in general. Even me right now, I'm driving. There's no music. I could just be sitting here and not talking, but there's still the sound of the car driving. You're just not used to silence. So you're like, you know what? This feels awkward. I'm in my own head. I need some background music. I need some of this. I need some of that. It's just not a moment where you enjoy silence. So now when the silence comes, you're like, I need to fill this with something. And people do that with speaking. They overly share. They overly put themselves in positions to be super vulnerable when they don't have to. They talk about things that don't matter. They talk about things that's in the environment that have zero productivity, if you will. You know what I'm saying? And if that's you, you're the person that always talks, always has to tell somebody of what's going on. You like to gossip. You feel like your friends or your family deserves to know everything. See how long you can go without telling them a thing. And see how concerned they really are. And if they're concerned, that's great. You got people that care. But the thing is, sometimes they're also concerned because now they're just nosy to hear what you have going on. Now they're just nosy to get a story life or a life update from what you have going on. So when you learn how to be quiet, when you learn how to be observant, you learn exactly what it really takes to actually be more in control of you. You learn what it actually takes to be in more control of your life, because you're not giving so much value and giving so much weight to other people to conduct how you're going to live your life. You're putting it in your own hands. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just go to the gym. I'm gonna silently work on this 75 hard. I'm gonna silently work on eating better. I'm not gonna tell everybody, hey, I'm on this new diet. Hey, I'm on this new plan. Hey, I'm doing these new workouts. I'm silently gonna start reading more books. I'm silently gonna take this course and start learning this skill. I'm silently gonna start getting more into God's word and start learning and building that relationship. I'm not always going to tell everybody everything. And the people around you have to be okay with that. The people around you have to be okay with not knowing who their friend, who their daughter, who their son, who their, whoever, whatever your role is. Not always. Right? You have to be okay with that, though. I learned to be okay with that. And it's very beneficial because now people aren't always asking, hey, how's this going? Hey, how's this going? And if it's going bad, hey man, I don't even want to talk about it. Hey man, it just hasn't been going too well. If it's been going great, hey man, well, I mean, honestly, there's been these results and there's been this and this that's happened and here's this and that. If you want to talk about it, you talk about it. But if you don't, it's like, hey man, look, I'm just, I'm going through the journey. It's been ups and downs, you know how it is. It's like everything else. Just keep it short, keep it sweet. But you don't have to overly express yourself to seek validation, to find your value in other people. I wish I had someone that told me that when I was younger. Someone that told me that the less you speak, the more powerful you are. Because when you do speak, people listen. There's been plenty of times when there's an opinion in the room. I'm just quietly listening to all the opinions, quietly listening to what people are saying, how they're saying it, their body language, just paying attention. But the moment I speak, everyone's like, that was actually pretty valuable. Or it's, well, I actually want to listen to what he has to say because he hasn't said nothing this whole time. Sometimes it's even, hey, Elijah, what do you think about this? Because I'm not the person that's just giving my input. I'm not the person that's interrupting everybody so that they can hear what I have to say. I'm not the person that's being the loudest one in the room. I'm okay with being and having solitude. My value doesn't come from other people. It also doesn't come from other people's opinions and what they think or what they have to say about what I'm doing. I've always been like that. The person that's okay with standing out. I learned that in high school when people would be like, man, you're just gonna wait till marriage, you're not gonna smoke, you're not gonna drink. What do you do for fun? Right? A lot of people have those questions because I stood out. I also learned how to be observant, putting myself in position to just not do what everybody else is doing. So it also makes you stand out. The thing is that when people get their life together, now they respect the decisions that you've made. Now they respect the things that you want to do. Now they respect the position that you've already put yourself in because you stand out. So now they want to be your friend. Now they want to be a part of your world. Now they want to do the things that you're doing because you're not like everybody else. Right? And if that's you, then you already know what that feels like. You're already doing something that other people aren't doing, putting yourself in a position that other people aren't in, and it literally makes you stand out and makes you look good in the best way possible. But you have to learn that it's okay to not be always feeling the noise, feeling the quiet moments. You just got to keep moving forward and be able to just adjust and be silent in those moments. You don't always have to do that. Keep it quite frank with you. So if you find yourself overly sharing, you find yourself overly, putting yourself in a position where you just can't learn how to be quiet, practice not filling the void. Practice not overly sharing everything that's going on with your life. And just see how people react to it. Simple enough, innit? Practice that. That being said, though, if y'all made it this far in the group, or not in the group, if y'all made it this far in the video, appreciate y'all for making it, man. Leave a comment what you guys think about the video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, y'all. And until then, I'll catch y'all on the next video. I'm gone.